Hi everyone, in this video we are going to perform the storing of livestock data from the API from the producer to consumer using Kafka, and then from the text file we will store the data into the text file, and from the text file we will transfer that data towards the Hadoop using Hadoop commands. So for that, initially we need to download our API livestock data from the website, and then first initially we should start the zookeeper server, and then after that I already started it. So zookeeper is already running in my system, and now again you need to start the Kafka server. So that is also running, and along with that we need to start our Hadoop server. So for that we will use start hyphen all dot sh, and JPS also we will use, so that we will get to know what are the nodes running in our Hadoop system. So these are the things running Kafka, and our zookeeper is running, and our JPS node manager, so Hadoop is running. So now what we do is that we will take a new window, and we will go into the uh, our Kafka directory, and here we will create the topic, and along with the topic we will perform the message sending from the producer to the consumer, that is our API sending. Initially for that, let's go to the code as well. So what we are having the producer and consumer Python code. So our producer file, it consists like we will have the CSV and JSON file we are using, and we will import the Kafka producer, and next import time isn't necessary. If you want to make the sleep for the terminal, in the terminal while executing the API, if you want to make the data to be little slow, then you can use sleep. For that you can import time, so but it takes a lot of time, so I'm not using for the time sake. And next using env file here. So from the env file consists of my local data and the API key, and so from env file I'm taking the bootstrap servers, and here consumer here in the producer file we are using serializer and dumping the data, and then we are getting the data from API and bootstraps, and then in the URL we are giving the key here, key ID, and next we are getting the data and converting into the form of a list by reading the data, and next in the print for loop we are sending the data into our topic that we created, stock txt. Now we will create this topic and we will send the data to this topic, and in the consumer we will get the topic, and in the topic, and we will set auto offset reset earliest, and group id we will give, and for the group id we can import from Kafka consumer, like import group from Kafka consumer, and next we will open the file, and that file directory is given here, the file path, and in the write mode we will open from the system dot standard output, and next in the messages of the consumer we will use the value and print the message and print the values, and then we will close it. So this is our producer and consumer, where the data gets printed and it will be stored in the text file. And in the hdfs, for shifting from the terminal of consumer to the from the file to our Hadoop, we will use here hdfs commands. For that we are using the subprocess. Subprocess, with the subprocess library we can shift our data to Hadoop. So for that, initially we are creating the directory of Kafka stock data hyphen txt, and next we are running the command from local and the path of that file, and then we are keeping it in our directory. And then after that we will execute the command, that is communication between our files, and using the subprocess we will open it, and then our data gets created and transferred it from the local system to the Hadoop system. So first initially we will execute it. So for that, here we will go to the bin slash Kafka hyphen topics dot sh space hyphen hyphen create hyphen hyphen zookeeper localhost 2181 space hyphen hyphen replication factor spelling application fun factor space 1 hyphen hyphen partitions space 1. We will take the replication and the partitions as one only. And now here while creating the topic we will create the topic name hyphen topic, and our topic is the one which already we need to create it. Let's copy that. So this is our topic, Python Kafka stock txt. So let's paste it and let's press enter. So our topic got created. Let's like we will list the topic. That here only we have to give the command as hyphen hyphen list space and press enter. So these are the various topics created, and our topic is and text. So this is our topic, and now we will run our consumer here. So for that, bin slash Kafka hyphen console hyphen consumer dot sh space hyphen hyphen bootstrap hyphen server localhost colon 9092 topic, and our topic is hyphen hyphen from beginning. Now if we press enter, so let's go to our Python and let's execute our producer file here. are facing an issue, let's say. So we got the error as Python not defined. Just refresh the thing, because sometimes the file takes time loading. Sometimes problem will be erased. So I didn't do anything. I just deleted the terminal, and again I run it, and then it got executed. And in the terminal also the data got printed. And now see, same code, like from the beginning the data got printed here. And now when you go to here, mm, this is our producer file, and we got printed, and the terminal got printed. So in the consumer file, it opens the data and it will execute in the code. So let's press run the consumer code as well. uh, in the consumer code, here we are giving the uh, write mode, and in the write mode we will print it, the values. See, in consumer code also, when we run the consumer file, the data got stored in our text file. So this is our text file. Initially it has nothing, now it has the data, so it got printed while when we run the consumer code. So here in the consumer code, in the stock data console.txt, data got printed. And now see the hdfs file. So in the hdfs file, here we will create a directory, data hyphen txt, and in that txt we'll store the file, stock data console.txt file. So for that, let's check whether that browser it's running. So um, we already started the file. So let's refresh it, and now go to that, let's run the data. So we need to create a directory called stock, Kafka stock data hyphen text. So let's run it. Let's go and check in the hdfs. So it takes time. See the running system command. Just refresh it, and then delete any other terminals and see it. So let's go to our, so it is executing the command. Now refresh our Hadoop. See our stock, Kafka stock data txt, and our data got executed, and it is a file like stock data console. When you open it, see, you will see the data, right? That's it. In this manner, we executed this producer to consumer API livestock to storage. It is like batch of storing the data from producer to the consumer on the console, and from the console to our text file. From the text file, we are shifting that text file to the Hadoop system. That's it. In the next video we will see, instead of like going into the text file, directly uploading it into Hadoop. Let's see that. Thank you. Thanks for the time.